people, CzarThwomp here, and welcome to episode 23 of Ace Attorney Investigations 2! Last time, we were playing as Gregory for the third case, as we basically do a flashback of his final case as a defense attorney before, well, DL6 happened. We reunite with Bad, or rather, met Bad for the first time, considering the point in the timeline that we're currently at. And we were basically investigating Jeff Master's room, the guy's being accused of murder, and now let's use some logic and basically solve some things. Okay. There we go. Let's do it. Due to the broken stand, the ship lost its balance. It would seem Miss Hall entered the room upon hearing the ship collapse. Yeah, when Miss Hall entered the room, the ship had already fallen over. At any rate, I wonder why the stand broke. Maybe there was something wrong with the ship's balance in the first place. Is that really true? Okay. Beaten to death. No good. That line of logic seems too unreasonable. Okay. Alright, I almost forgot to do this again. I guess, suspicious looking nook and cranny, we got this. However, as you can see right there,
Eureka.
No blood. Are you sure the only thing the police removed from the crime scene was the body? Ah, they also took away the piece of cloth the body was wrapped in. In that case, a major contradiction has been created at the crime scene. Contradiction. Detective Bad, please look at the crime scene carefully once more. The blood stain that should have remained at the crime scene has disappeared. I definitely didn't get any reports about the blood stain being cleaned up. I'll check with forensics. Mr. Edgeworth, what happened? Comparing the photo and the crime scene, something struck me as being out of place. In the photo, the chocolate underneath the body remained intact inside the treasure chest. However, in the actual crime scene, it's missing. The chocolate with the blood stain has completely vanished! Yes. Did the police remove it, or was this the work of the criminal? No, it was option C, the work of the prosecutor. And for just eating it. I will eat this evidence! I will not allow them to see it! Eating blood clot. And they wonder why. You wonder why they call you a vampire. According to forensics, no one has cleaned up any blood stains. I see. Well, that would mean that someone erased the blood stain. Who knows? Okay, there we go. Just want to make sure. Yes, we already investigated it. Okay, launch time. Each of Mr. Master's works had a piece that was missing. Add to the fact that the ship's chocolate stand was broken, I think we can surmise that someone ransacked this room. And the one who did it could be the true culprit. That I don't know, but I think it's safe to say that the ship's stand got broken when the room was ransacked. And when the ship fell over and broke the treasure chest lid, I expect that the lid of the treasure chest was originally closed. Investigation complete. Fill up my bar. It seems our investigation of this room is just about over. This should make it clear. Jeff Masters is the culprit. Why? All the rooms in this mansion were locked from the inside, and the only way to open them from the outside was to use this key to the mansion. Do you know who had the key? Master was the only one with the key. There were no spare keys. By using the mansion key, Master could enter all the contestants' rooms. Of course, the key could also lock his room from the outside. However, Mr. Master's room is currently unlocked. Yeah, that's why I suspect Masters is the culprit. I'd like to hear your reasoning in more detail. Yes, round 2, another Edgeworth versus Bad. If the body had been found in a locked room, Masters would have been the prime suspect. That's why Master made sure to leave the door to his own room unlocked. And to ensure the body would be seen, Masters broke the lid on the treasure chest. After the judging, everyone was scheduled to meet in Master's room. That would have created the impression that the murder had occurred while he was away. Contrary to his expectations, the body was discovered by Miss Hall. That's my reasoning for suspecting Master. Got that, Ace Attorney?
So you also think that was Mr. Masters himself who vandalized this room?
Yeah. You defense attorneys believe that justice lies in trusting your clients, but I'm a detective. If I believe every poor sap story, I'd let the suspicious ones get away.
I understand your reasoning thoroughly. However, I'd like you to hear my thoughts on the subject now.
Fine.
Detective Bad believes that he is right, but I won't give up so easily. I can't accept his reasoning. I'll have to show him evidence that contradicts it. Isn't it a little premature to suspect Mr. Masters on those grounds alone?
It's a little premature for you to be objecting. Just wait until I'm done.
He left it unlocked.
If the door had been locked, Masters would have been the only one who could commit the crime.
Well, maybe the door just happened to be unlocked.
Then maybe the body just happened to be lying in the open, waiting to be discovered. Runt, do you think you can become a good detective with logic like that?
But I don't want to be a detective. I want to be a defense attorney. And you're doing a bad job at it, Ray. I hope he isn't trying to steal my apprentice. Because if he is, he doesn't have to. Because I'll give him to him willingly. I'm already thinking of cutting his pay 5 times over.
Master had a reason to leave the door unlocked.
You believe the broken lid was Master's doing?
Yes, if he hadn't done that, the body wouldn't have been found.
It doesn't seem likely that he would break his own work while he was judging the contest. That's right! Master Jeff would never waste a good dessert! Oh, on piece of cake he even eats them while he's dancing!
That TV show is irrelevant here.
Detective Bad, you know about piece of cake?
Who do you think founded the fan club?
When I didn't even know of it. What? This is a surprise! So, do you sing the song too? I wasn't bad singing the song! Really? Come on, Capcom, why didn't you do this? Why didn't you have Bad singing the song?
That's irrelevant. Anyways, the one who broke the lid on the treasure chest was Master.
The judging began in Mr. Gustavius' room, right?
Yeah. I, too, was looking forward to seeing his candy craft.
If you would like, I can put it on display. Sorry, my throat. If you would like, I can put on the display of my candy craft right now for you right now. Sorry, my throat is just off today. What do you think? It represents a detective. Is that supposed to be a police dog? No. This is a wolf.
A lone wolf. Not bad.
What would my candy form be? I'm just kind of curious. A body in an elevator?
Moving on.
Okay. Sorry, my throat just feeling off today. Do you know the time of the murder?
We're still waiting on the autopsy report.
Without the autopsy report, how could you have arrested Mr. Master?
We don't know the time of death, but we do know when the body was discovered. It was discovered while Master was judging Dame Gustavia's room. I believe he let the body be discovered to create an alibi.
But that alone is not enough to arrest Mr. Master, right?
Who knows? That's all I intend to say.
Detective Bad, are you hiding something? Detective Bad seems adamant that Mr. Master is the culprit. I don't really think Mr. Master would have broke his own creation, but why was the treasure just broken then? Just think back to the situation in which the body was discovered. In doing so, we should be able to see the contradiction in Bad's reasoning.
Okay, let me just check the evidence. Yes. Okay, sorry. Okay. Okay, sorry. Okay. Oh, this is just one of those where I'm just not in it. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm just trying to think. It's one of those things where I'm having a brain fart. I'm not even sure. There we go.
Originally, the victim's body was hidden inside the chocolate treasure chest. Miss Hall entered the room when she heard the sound. I think it is likely that this was the sound of the chocolate chip falling over.
Yeah, that's what you would think, just by looking at the crime scene.
You said that Mr. Masters broke the treasure chest lid himself. But this photo shows that the ship's fall caused the lid to break. If the lid broke just before Miss Hall found the body, then Mr. Masters, who was in the middle of judging, could not have broken it.
I never said that Master broke the lid directly. The ship was set up to fall during the judging. I believe that he tampered with the stand.
Do you have proof he tampered with it?
No, but the investigation isn't completely over yet.
It seems they still haven't found anything conclusive. Have you found any other fingerprints other than Mr. Masters in this room?
Yeah, there were some left on the door. But the victim, Dover, and Master were also among the fingerprints left behind.
Before we made our desserts, we all gathered here to have the judging explained to us. Perhaps that was when we left those fingerprints. But you didn't find any fingerprints on the works in this room.
What?
Someone tampered with the chocolate in this room. So perhaps there are other fingerprints on it. Let's start from Master's.
No matter what we find, it won't clear Master of suspicion. Labby, hurry up and dust the chocolate for fingerprints.
Roger that, sir! Detective Bad! We found another person's fingerprints on all the chocolates in the room!
Whose fingerprints?
They belong to a pastry shop by the name of Delicia!
Good work. Return to the investigation.
Yes, sir! It would seem that there are other suspicious people besides Mr. Masters, after all.
I don't need a defense attorney to tell me that. I'm not stopping my investigation. We will just go and listen to what this Delicia has to say.
Delicia, Gustavia told us about her not long ago. Is she really a frightening woman who would do anything to achieve her goal? Mr. Edgeworth, this Delicia lady sounds mighty suspicious to me. It seems that it will be necessary for us to speak with her directly as well. Detective Bad, would you allow us to accompany you?
I'm not obligated to do that.
What?
But you were the ones who discovered the truth of the crime scene. Fine, have it your way. I'm like Burger King. Follow me.
Detective Bad, thank you.
Okay.
Detective Bad, sir! Are you sure about that? Right now, that prosecutor's in the room! The scary vampire man!
Doesn't matter. Him and I don't see eye to eye.
Him? Who's the prosecutor in charge of this case anyways?
Manfred von Karma.
What? Von Karma's in charge? That guy hasn't lost a case in 25 years!
Manfred von Karma, the living legend of the prosecutor's office. If the rumors of his courtroom performances are to be believed, he's a man who would do anything for a guilty verdict. No matter what kind of prosecutor he is, I can only hold true to the path I believe in. To be continued! No. We're not saving. Yes, here we go.
Wow, a candy castle! And there are even some fairies over there!
This room seems to be structured in the same way as Master's room.
But it's nowhere near as cold!
This room also seems to have been fitted with a temperature control panel.
It's over there by that orange lamp, right?
Indeed. Let's not forget to investigate later.
Even so, this room is like something out of a fairy tale. Is this cream-covered castle Delicia's work?
Where is Delicia?
Oi, can I help you?
Yes, here we have Delicia.
Hello, boys. I'm Delicia Scones. In my native England, I'm known as Miss Delicious.
Being called a boy, even though I'm already 34, it's certainly a rare experience. Frankly, Delicia, she's one of those characters. She has no age. You don't know how old she is. She's like immortal. She's immortal and without fear.
But boys, I understand you calling me that, but Mr. Edgeworth?
As far as I'm concerned, you're all boys to me, even that detective over there.
My name is Bad, not Boy. I'm the one who calls people boy.
Just how old is this woman?
Mr. Attorney, let's just finish our business here.
Right. Did someone feel a cold chill in the air?
You! What do you think you're doing? Conversing with a mere attorney!
Mr. Edgeworth! I'm scaring back here on the candy castle! And then this makes me think, like, what was Manfred just doing in the castle? Just standing there waiting for his epic entrance? Just Manfred, he's just saying that?
Yes! Oh no! Okay, time to get going! Time to go home!
And then these people are like,
Oh my... The attorney's here! I have to prepare for my entrance! My perfect entrance! Von Karma.
and this man is Prosecutor Von Karma?
Money.
So he's Von Karma. Pleased to meet you, Prosecutor Von Karma. My name is Gregory Edgeworth, defense attorney.
Bah! I have no interest in the names of defense attorneys. After all, they only exist to be cursed by me.
What a rude man. That piercing gaze and furrowed brow! Oh, he's even scary in person! Although that statement was also very rude. Prosecutor Von Karma, would you allow us to investigate too?
No! You think I would give information to a mere defense attorney?
As I thought, it won't be that simple.
However, I'll make a special exception for this room.
Why did he change his mind so quickly?
I've already tampered with all the evidence. It is now perfect for me and my perfect case. You are but puppets in my show. You old bloodhound.
Don't call me that. My name is Bad.
Your name is whatever I swear it is, and your name is Bloodhound. Ah, a mere detective speaking back to me. I admire your courage at least. But let's see how long that courage lasts when I cut your pay. Bud, stand watch and see to it that they don't misbehave.
Why me?
I don't like you, Bud. I will not accept your refusal. Well then, I'll be investigating Gustavi's room next. I will be obfuscating the truth there if you need me.
I'm babysitting again. I wonder why he and Von Karma aren't investigating together. Instead of being on bad terms, it seems like they hardly know each other. Mr. Edgeworth, now that we got Mr. Von Karma's permission, we can continue investigating.
Yes, his manners bother me, but I'm glad we can at least continue the investigation. Oh, that's a... I also need to investigate this room. I don't want you disturbing the room, so you will investigate after me. What? Aren't you the detective in charge of this case? Why haven't you investigated this room yet? The detective in charge of the initial investigation was a close colleague of Von Karma. I came to take over for him, so I only got to this mansion just recently. So that's why he and Von Karma aren't investigating together. Detective Bad, will you allow us to investigate with you like before? In doing so, you'll be able to supervise us and also ensure we don't tamper with anything. You want me to watch you? You're a strange lawyer. I'll let you stick around a little longer. Yeah, you did it, Mr. Edgeworth! Thank you, Detective Bad. But if I decide you're holding up the investigation, you'll have to leave. Yes, I understand. Well then, let's begin the investigation. The sickly sweet smell of cream! Yes, this is truly a fairy tale world! And yet, there's this sugary sweet room. There was only one with... And yet, here in the sugar room, there was one with such a sour face. He doesn't belong in this room. That scary old man. Raymond, mind what you say. You're being a bit rude. Sorry! It won't happen again. He reminded me of my old school teacher who used to get mad at me a lot. A school teacher? I definitely don't want to think of my son being taught by such a man. Yes! Yes, exactly. Just irony at its finest. Oh! Anyways, here we get the ladder versus stepladder argument. Even back in the days before the Ace Attorney series, back before Phoenix, back before Edgeworth even, we had this. We had stepladders and ladders. What is it, Mr. Attorney? Something about that ladder bothering you? Detective Bad, it's actually a stepladder. Yes! Gregory was Team Stepladder! Oh, how Manfred had corrupted Miles' mind, making it where he loves ladders. He sees it as a ladder. They're both the same to me. They're completely different. Look at their basic nature. Yeah, Mr. Edgeworth, you tell him! I can't believe this amazing castle is made entirely out of confectionery. I know! What a work of fantasy! It's like a fairy tale world! You like all this fairy tale stuff, don't you? Ah, sorry! I got a bit too excited, didn't I? No, it's interesting to me since you're so enthusiastic about it, unlike my son. Your son? He's only in grade school, yet he prefers to read law books instead of fairy tales. I am worried that he won't be able to make any friends that he can talk to. Yes, we get this insight to Gregory, worrying about Miles. He looks at that boy, he's like, that boy ain't right. Huh, what an interesting kid! I'd like to be his friend! And then, 18 years later! So, Miles, going around betraying your father's legacy? Haha, I think you'd be more of an older brother to him. An older brother, huh? Well, I've got some growing up to do then. Yes, and that's why we have to continue with the investigation. I won't rush to suspect every suspicious looking nook and cranny. The castle doors are open. When someone opens the door, they really should remember to close it afterwards. Would he say that directly to Prosecutor Von Karma, though? Yes, and even if he did say it to Manfred, he'd just snap his fingers and say, Ray flying back with a burst of air like he did in the anime with Larry. Larry calls Manfred an idiot, and basically Manfred just snapped Larry. He Thanos snapped Larry, sent a burst of hair, knocking him down. Looks at this other time. Let's see. Wait, I'll examine it. Stay out of the way. This fresh cream melts too easily. Seems like Detective Bad's shoes got covered in cream. Yes, in which case it can be assumed that Manfred's trying around that mansion right now with cream-covered shoes. Manfred, he's just walking around. He sees these footprints. Oh, what are these footprints? These are perfect. They could convict masters. And then Manfred, he's just walking around in circles. What fool was walking around in circles? These footprints keep going in circles. Detective Von Karma, shut up, officer. I'm checking this evidence. Why were these objects kept inside the Candy Castle? If there's anything you want to investigate, you'd better speak up now. There are rolls of blue cloth here. Looks like there's 4 of them in all. They certainly don't look like desserts. Yeah, I don't know what the cloth is for, but it all seems like it was hidden here inside the castle. Also, the color of this cloth looks familiar somehow. 2 big rocks are placed here. It's like a storage room. Yeah, the inside of the Candy Castle isn't so dreamy. Hey, maybe they're raw gemstones. Who knew that there were such treasures inside the castle? Seems like a rather careless way to handle treasure. It looks like there's something underneath the rocks. Seems there's a pedestal attached to both of these rocks. Of course! It's a pedestal for displaying the gems! Well, in any case, this is no ordinary object. This pillar has a hexagonal recess. It looks like a pedestal, but it has nothing in it. A hexagonal recess? Huh? I wonder what that would have been put in there. A giant strawberry would fit with the fresh cream. Detective Bad, I didn't know I don't think strawberries are hexagonal. I can dream, can't I? I was just hoping. Then I hope it's a banana. Right? I didn't know you liked bananas, big bananas. I think I prefer blueberries. Okay, logic. These rock pedestals have a similar shape to the recess on the as the one on the Darn it, CzarThwomp! You are desecrating my memory with your flubs. The rock's pedestal has a similar shape to the recesses on the castle's pillars. Perhaps the rock is meant to be placed on top of the pillars. Oh, that's right! They're both hexagonal. I wonder why they were hidden inside the castle, though. The blueberry cloth and the rocks inside the castle. I wonder if they belong to Delicia. Delicia, those things in the castle, what are they used for?
Those? I'm afraid I can't tell you.
Looks like Von Karma is keeping her silent.
Eep! I'm offended! He'll get mad at me if I talk. He'll go on about his love of Christmas. He's got the energy.
Love of Christmas?
Yeah, that love of Christmas. They keep going on about Santa, acting like Santa's a god or something.
Also, your Von Karma doesn't intend on being upfront with his information. Aw, it's such a shame. We finally figured out where the rocks are supposed to go.
Could be that you're interested in my goods.
Hey, your goods?
Those are my popular relaxation goods.
You mean their rocks are in the cloth?
You see, that's right. You see, they're not actually rocks, they're special lamps made from rock salt.
Wow, so those lamps.
It gets even more exciting because the cloth doors was an amazing secret.
As soon as we showed interest in her goods, she became quite talkative.
Since we got them out, come experience the therapy, boys. Paddy, could you put everything up?
It's not baddie, it's bad.
So you won't do it. It's Paddy being a bad boy. Do I have to beat Paddy's ass with my bow?
Yeah, Delicia, no, she just takes the stepladder and whacks Bad upside the head.
You're gonna be my big buddy.
Labby, are you done photographing this room? Yes, sir, I am. Then go help Delicia. Yes, sir, I'm on it.
Thanks, I knew you were a good boy underneath, Buddy.
Miss Delicious, that was amazing. You even persuaded Detective Bad.
Thanks a lot, Buddy, and you too, Forensies.
She even gave the forensics a nickname. I think that's her way of showing she cares. Well, what's so therapeutic about these things anyways?
We don't have time for that now, Buddy. The show's about to begin. Parentheses, finishing touches, please.
Yes, ma'am. Wow, it's so beautiful! It really is. I wish my son could see this. Son, it looks like your favorite color.
Dad! It's my favorite color is maroon, not purple!
Gregory, Miles, look at the general nature of the color.
Oh, I told you so, right? The 4 fairies and the curious candy castle was the theme of my walk. It's so sparkly and cute, right?
It seems like one of them is missing something.
The truth is, I planned an unveil during the contest. Well, I'm glad I got to show it to you boys.
Huh, but it doesn't look like the rock salt lanes are laying up.
I wonder why.
I think I'll need to examine the rock salts and fairies again.
Which we'll do in the next episode. Anyways, I really appreciate that you going to watch this episode. You're a great viewer. If you go back for the next one. If you like this video, like, subscribe, comment, share, do everything you want. With that, I'll see you later. Bye.